coalition of major religious organizations is calling on presidential candidates to keep religion out of politics. The Anti-Defamation League, the Baptist Joint Committee for Religious Liberty, and the Interfaith Alliance released a statement of principles regarding political campaigns, warning that there is a point where an emphasis on religion becomes inappropriate, and even unsettling, in a religiously diverse society such as the United States. The call has been endorsed by 14 major Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Hindu, and Sikh organizations. The Anti-Defamation League's national director, Abraham Foxman, encouraged the Republican candidates to avoid overt appeals for support on the basis of religion, and to set a proper tone when it comes to discussing their beliefs and those of others. Reverend Dr. C. Welton Gaddy, president of Interfaith Alliance, said that he has been deeply disturbed by the disproportionate role played by religion during recent election cycles, with some candidates seemingly giving the impression to be running for pastor-in-chief. J. Brent Walker, executive director of the Baptist Joint Committee for Religious Liberty, reminded the candidates that they need to understand that they also serve people of other faiths and no faith at all. The United Kingdom's first female Muslim cabinet minister, Baroness Warsi, says that Britain is under threat from militant secularisation. Muslim peer Baroness Warsi claims that religion is being sidelined, marginalized, and downgraded in the public sphere. She also added that Europe needed to become more confident and comfortable in its Christianity. These comments were made prior to Warsi's two-day trip to Vatican City, marking the 30th anniversary of the re-establishment of full diplomatic ties between Britain and the Vatican. Her visit will include an audience with Pope Benedict XVI. The British Humanist Association's chief executive, Andrew Copson, replied by saying that it is an increasingly non-religious and diverse society, so we need policies that will emphasize what we have in common as citizens, rather than what divides us. Underscoring Copson's comments, a recent British poll shows that almost 3/4 of respondents agreed that religion should not influence public policy, and 92% of them agreed that the law should apply to everyone equally, regardless of their personal beliefs. Are companies like Starbucks anti-God? Pastor Steve Andrew of USA Christian Ministries was the first to make the recent claims that companies like Starbucks are anti-God. He tried to prove his allegations earlier in February when he said that Starbucks is following the dictates of Satan by supporting marriage equality. Pastor Andrew and other right-wing Christians have accordingly issued an alert for all Christians to boycott the well-known coffee distributor. He also stated that he wished to expand the boycott to other popular commercial institutions like Amazon, Nike, Google, and Microsoft. He believes that the immoral policies of said companies will lead to the downfall of the entire United States by destroying what he called God's foundation in the nation. As for the impracticality of attempting such a boycott, Andrews suggested that Christians can pray for God-fearing companies to replace the anti-God companies. In the midst of the abortion debate, the time may have come to consider the other side of the conception equation. Georgia Congresswoman Yasmin Neal wants to bring to people's attention a never-before-considered side of the conception equation by presenting her AntiVasectomy Act. In a very tongue-in-cheek way, Ms. Neal states that just as children are deprived of their births by abortions, so are they by vasectomies. She claims that because many legislatures have shown an invasive interest in the reproductive habits of women, they should do the same for men. Though it is fairly clear to all that this particular piece of legislation was never intended to pass and never will, it certainly does shed a new light on this important issue. Congresswoman Neal is offering people a refreshingly new perspective on the regulation of reproductive rights.